What's up? It is day five, and I am back on here for our 30-day challenge. And today I felt like I needed to say some stuff. Um, I needed to say some stuff that's not really all the way related to what I've been talking about, but it kind of is. And I'm going to say it and then leave it at that and keep on moving. So the title of this is um, Christian Punks. I think a lot of times when people think about people who are believers, people that are Christians, sometimes they think they're soft. Sometimes they think they're pushovers, and sometimes they think that they are punks. And the reason why I say this is because recently I was having a conversation with somebody about the recent election, and some people believe that by taking the route that Jesus would have taken and being kind to other people and washing their feet and being humble and um, not getting in any type of conflict with them is kind of like weak. And I don't see it that way. I actually see it as strength. The hardest thing that a person can do is to, the hardest thing a person can do is to be quiet and not say anything and not attack somebody when they are possibly going in on you, right? That I think that is the test of strength. When somebody is trying to give you the business and you are like, I'm choosing not to respond, that's a lot of self-control. It's easy for us to tit for tat, to go back and forth. It's easy. Our bodies naturally want to have arguments. We want to be, what? You said what? What did you say? We want to do that. Within ourselves, that is something that is very natural for us to do. It is unnatural for us to, if somebody is saying something that is offensive or doing something that is offensive, and for us to just be like, I'm choosing not to answer. I'm choosing to be quiet. That takes a lot of strength. And so I challenge you out there who, let me say this. Sorry, guys. Again, I'm in the hotel with my family, and there's extra noise in the background. You know how it is when you have a family. Um, but I've had to tell my friends before that just because I choose love doesn't mean that I'm not I'm not taking up arms. I'm not causing a revolution. I'm not doing the things in my community to create change. You can you can definitely insist on change. You can definitely cause a revolution. You can definitely see that laws, things are changing in your community, and you don't have to be mean. You don't have to be evil. You don't have to be um, out for blood. Confrontation doesn't have to be mean. You can confront issues. You can confront people and still confront them in love, right? And I think oftentimes people look at Christians, um, and they look at the body of believers, and when people say, I choose love, they think that choosing love is some way saying that we're not going to fight for the cause. And that is not, for me especially, that is not what I'm saying. If I feel that there's changes that need to happen in my community, changes that need to happen, um, in my community, if I feel like changes are needed, I'm not going to sit back and just be like, well, I'm just going to love everybody like the Care Bears. No, there are things that need to be done. There are conversations that need to be had. Maybe there are laws that need to be passed. Maybe there's some protests that need to happen. Being a Christian doesn't mean you sit back and you pray and just wait for things to happen. Being a really good community, somebody in the community, somebody who's a believer, means that you have boots on the ground. I mean, we seen Dr. Martin Luther King specifically, who was a believer and had boots on the ground and caused the world to change. So that's the type of activism that I'm talking about. So if you talking to me, if you thinking that my faith is a weak faith, or you think that my faith is a punk faith, Jesus himself was not a punk at all. Jesus was an activist. Jesus confronted people all the time about how you're treating other people and how you're talking to other people, and he wasn't sitting back like, oh, do you want to be saved today? That wasn't my Jesus. So I felt like that needed to be shared tonight. Um, this was not something that I thought. Oh, this was not something that I had planned on sharing, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, you know what? Some people sometimes think that being a person of faith means that when you say I'm going to pray about something, that insists that insinuates that they're just gonna sit. Well, I'm just not. I'm not gonna speak for nobody else. I'm not gonna speak for anybody else. I'm gonna speak for myself. When I say I'm gonna pray about something, I definitely pray about it. But then, if there's something that needs to take place on the ground, honey, I will protest. I will be out here causing. No, I won't cause. I won't cause a riot, but I will be boots on the ground. Um, the Bible said faith without works is dead. So you actually do have to put in some type of activity. You actually do have to do something. You can't. Christianity is not a faith that you're just sitting back and like, I just want to pray and ask God to help me. That ain't how it works anyway. So thank you. Again, oh, the person that I think it was on YouTube, thank you so much for asking me to do a video regarding my workout routine, my strength training routine. I will certainly, it will not be a live, but it will be a video that I will be posting within the next week so that you can see some of the strength training that I do to avoid injuries, to avoid some of the overuse injuries. Certainly I will get that up there. And if you guys have any suggestions or you want to see something on this channel, please put in the comments. Let me know your opinions, and what you would like to see. I cannot wait to tell you what's coming up for us, for the community. And thank you so much for tuning in. I will be back tomorrow, and I will be back at a regularly scheduled time, probably between 6 and 7 o'clock, but I will post on my social media pages. And if you aren't following us, please go follow our business page. It's Be Like Compression on Instagram and on Facebook. And then follow me. This is April Poland on Instagram as well. Have an amazing night, guys. Bye.